found out Madame Julie faked her death and finally caught the suitcase thief, I thought we'd have this case all wrapped up. I didn't expect another PC would try to assassinate Madame Julie. Luckily, that mysterious Patchy PC was there, or things could have gone really wrong.
Yeah. Even though we still don't know who she really is, or why she's doing all this, we definitely owe her our thanks.
To be honest, with everything going on, I'm feeling pretty confused right now. Detective Nikki, do you have any new ideas?
So far, we've solved the missing journal case, and uncovered the truth behind the scraps of cloth in the suitcase. Madame Julie and Leora worked together to fake her death. But so many cases remain unsolved. If it weren't for Madame Julie and Leora stepping in, we would have never known that all of this connects back to the Thread Star from hundreds of years ago.
Using PCs to... It's too cruel. I can barely say it out loud. Such a heartless company.
Even though the Kingdom Guard's Operation Starstrike was a huge success, Thread Star somehow rose again. Not only cruel, but also cunning. They're preparing the Golden Vision. Maybe it's connected to Madame Julie's assassination. And there's more. We tracked the suitcase and ended up at Colleen, but she didn't actually steal the suitcase. The real thief is probably an accomplice of hers who's still hiding in the shadows.
Look at her, with that top hat and bow tie. I thought she was just a cold but decent PC. Turns out she's a major troublemaker.
Luckily, with Gordon's reagent and help from Leora and Raggy, we managed to trap her. Otherwise, she would have run off with the suitcase into the abandoned district. Why is she so desperate to move the fabric inside? What's her goal? And there's more. We never managed to catch who poisoned the Dawn's first light detergent. But now the evidence might be pointing to Colleen being the culprit.
She's the owner of the detergent bar, right? Hasn't she been researching the detergent industry at the Ripple Estate? She probably figured out the secret formula for Super Duper Palmed a while ago with all that digging.
And since she knows more about detergents than most PCs, this poisoning method wouldn't be hard for her. At least we caught Colleen, found out she's part of Threadstar's remnants, and know she definitely has an accomplice. They're the ones who attacked Madame Julie. She needed help to pull off the suitcase theft. Her alibi back then was just a trick. We underestimated her.
Ugh, one PC did the poisoning, the other one stole the suitcase, and they worked together so smoothly. They almost fooled us. Detective Nikki, who do you think stole the suitcase?
Based on our findings, Tommy was held up by Colleen, and Benny was unconscious. Neither had time to steal it. Leora is Madame Julie's friend. She wouldn't steal it. And Mr. Leon had hallucinations near the scene and had multiple eyewitnesses confirm his innocence. So no suspects there either.
But Colleen didn't have any time either. That only leaves the Patchy PC, right? But she was the one who saved Madame Julie.
I'm a bit confused now. We must have missed some key information. It seems like the Patchy PC's identity and motive might be the key to all this. Let's hope the truth comes out when she finally wakes up.
Wonder how the Patchy PC's doing. Nikki, let's head to Prosperville to check on her and Madame Julie.
So that was you?
I just told the guards what's happening. Red Star's gaining momentum, but I was careless.
Leora and that patchy PC lady, what are you trying to say?
Hello, Kingdom Guards. I'm Scarlet the Seeker, former Kingdom Guard reporting in.
Miss Scarlet was a member of the Kingdom Guards. She's the one who uncovered Threadstar's plot, leading to Operation Starstrike. Also, she's Leah's mother.
What? What are you talking about?
Let me explain. I discovered Threadstar's conspiracy all because of Leah. Leah was my daughter, a lovely girl. Unfortunately, she was sick and left me too soon. I always kept her little clothes by my bed, pretending she never left. I missed her dearly. Then one day, her clothes disappeared. A tiny PC appeared in their place. She turned to me and called me Mama. I thought this PC was a blessing from the gods, so I called her Leah. I cared for her fabric, we played, and I sang Leah's favorite song. Small flower, braids in rows, the dreaming child with secrets glows. Ah, happy days. I always slept with a smile on my face, until she vanished too. Gone without a trace, like she never existed. I looked everywhere, but never found her. So I started investigating all the cases of missing PCs, hoping to find a clue. That's when I noticed the Red Star. The Kingdom Guards took it seriously, and Operation Starstrike succeeded. Red Star was seemingly gone, but I still wasn't able to find my dear Leah. No matter where I looked, I never saw her again. Later, I left the guards and died alone, still searching for my baby girl. I was then reborn as a PC. This broken pocket watch stopped exactly at the time Leah left. I wear it always. I swore on it. Whether whole or broken, whether it takes a day or 100 years, I will find my Leah. After a while, I began sewing pieces of the victim PCs onto myself, piecing together their memories to find the truth. I've followed those memories ever since.
The Red Star kidnapped Leah and turned her into... That's why you were so emotional seeing Leora. You were sensing Leah.
Yes, those memories confused my mind, but I will never forget Leah's presence. Leah, my little Leah, I miss you so much.
Wind blows soft on the ridge, sending our sorrows off the bridge. Leah knows your voice.
I know. I followed Benny here because I suspected that over the decades, he's been helping Threadstar pick kidnapping targets.
Wait, so you think Benny is a member of Threadstar? That's why you attacked him?
Attack? I did chase him, but I didn't succeed.
How come...
What a liar. Benny wasn't at the fermentation zone his first day at the estate. I found him there, but that was early on the second morning.
Wait, that's the day after the first poisoning case. A whole entire day after Benny claimed he was attacked.
His first day hiding in the estate, I couldn't follow him inside. The next day, I followed him to the fermentation zone, trying to catch him. I was distracted by a noise, probably one of his accomplices. He escaped, and I wasn't able to attack him.
The so-called attack was just a setup. I understand now. We need to catch Benny quickly.
Don't worry, Gordon asked Jenny to keep him locked up. Both he and Colleen have already been detained.
Unfortunately, the PC who attacked Julie used some forbidden power to strike from a distance. I didn't see them, so I can't be sure if it was Benny.
That's okay. You get some rest. I'll take it from here. I'm heading back to Ripple Estate to have a talk with them.
Benny and Colleen are held in 2 nearby knock-knock cells. It also looks like the others found these shredded fabrics on Colleen, but she won't explain why she stole the suitcase. As for Benny, I have yet to see him. I heard he's insisting on his innocence and begging to leave the abandoned district.
Suspecting an old friend must feel awful. Leora, if you ever need to talk, I'll be here for you.
It's okay, Miss Nikki. After hearing about Miss Scarlet's investigation, I had some doubts about Benny. After all, if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't have started renting costumes from Threadstar.
Huh? Didn't you start to suspect him when Threadstar got into trouble?
Threadstar was popular then, and their custom stage costumes were in high demand. Benny was a perfectionist and wanted me to rent a magical costume to boost my influence. It wasn't that strange to me. So just like I never told Juliet about these things, I never told Benny I was investigating Threadstar either. But I never expected to run into him here, right when we were tracking down Threadstar's remnants.
Returning to the abandoned district after a long time and running into so many accidents, it's hard not to be suspicious.
Indeed. I've been afraid to face him because I'm worried I might get a bad answer.
Leora, were you close to Benny in the past?
Close? Yes, I suppose. As my agent, even though he was treated differently because of his facial scar, he always did his best to shield me from unwanted gatherings and fought for me to have more opportunities. I appreciated him.
Benny said the scar was an old injury. Did he get it back then?
No, it was even earlier. He was born from a torn piece of clothing. The owner of the clothing was a struggling actor who had an accident. It happened during a very dangerous performance. Both he and the costume were left with a permanent scar, and his dreams shattered. When I met Benny, he never really spoke about it, but kept washing himself and tidying the house, as if trying to repair every broken piece of his life.
The pain from that accident, just like that scar, never faded from Benny's heart.
Maybe because of this, he was a perfectionist and very strict with me, demanding I be a perfect star in everything I did. But he also cared for me a lot, like an older brother, ironing out every crease in my costume and making sure to tidy up my messy dressing table. At every performance, he stood backstage, applauded me, and gave me a bouquet of flowers. He wanted the spotlight on me even more than I did, as if the light could also heal his scars. Sorry for rambling. The most important thing to do now is to figure out what they're hiding. I think we can start by questioning him. If what I know about him isn't entirely based on lies, then he's not someone who's good at keeping secrets.
All right, leave it to me. Momo, let's go ask Benny some questions.